Jack, it's your turn now.
Jack's like, better being eaten than unpaid.
Yeah.
Hey,
What a rogue mantra.
hey, and guess what? You're always off guard inside your stomach. Perma sneak attack right there, baby.
Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to the next episode of Stolen Fate, our playthrough of the Pathfinder 2e adventure path from Paizo. For this series, we have Chase, that's me, as our intrepid game master. M is the enthusiastic Crunk. Katie is the mysterious Gingham, and Tori is the quick-witted Jack. In this episode, the heroes wrap up their fiercely fought battle for the Trumpet and plan their next move. Have you enjoyed the season? Thanks so much for watching along and supporting the channel. Season 1 of this series is coming to an end soon. We'll be scheduling a live stream to discuss Book 1 of the campaign with all of you. Keep tabs on the beginning of future episodes and our Discord for more details. Now let's roll! Welcome back, fellow geeks, to combat. Right in the middle of it, we have this big Banyada behemoth that just scooped up a little Banyada and it crunched it and swallowed it in one gulp. And then it lets out this big bellowing roar. 4 more arms erupt from its body. And then it looks up at the sky and lets out a big, nasty, gargling belch. And there is like a bloody, misty smoke cloud that races up into the sky. It makes another smoke cloud similar to the other ones that burned up as a ritual. But after this one does it, there's like a mist of blood and Banyada bones that rain on top of you, Jack and Gingham, and Arashish here. And
What was that all?
it looks like all the wounds that have happened to this behemoth heal up.
Oh, cool. Nice. That's nice of
Every
you.
all of them, everyone that
All of them.
that's
Cool. It's a fair trap for me. I think we can focus damage rather than deal group damage. It's fine.
Yeah, that's nice and optimistic. I like it. I like that approach.
And let's see, if Jack also eats a Banyada, will that...
Ooh, that's
Do
a good
anything?
question.
You could definitely try. That's going to be the behemoth's turn. So Gingham, you're up. Oh, and the behemoth's going to bleed for 5 damage.
Yeah,
and
not
is he
all
going to
healed.
recover? He recovers
Better
on
not.
10 this turn. He does
Man.
recover.
Boo.
But not before he takes a whopping 5 damage.
No, I'm not even happy for the behemoth. So, seeing that the behemoth has, I don't know, healed, Gingham's gonna look at the stash of loot and the card there. And can I take one action to scoop up a lot of it? I have a bag of holding.
It's pretty tidy. You could probably scoop all of it.
Okay, I'm gonna
Is there
scoop
a reminder of what's in there?
Yes,
I
it's
would,
all going
yeah.
into the bag of holding, but yes, please. Tell
Okay.
everything.
There's a shimmering marble elephant, like a little figurine. There is the Trumpet card with all its angelic glory. There is a very nice, large healing potion. 2 of them, in fact. There is a panacea, which is a pretty powerful curative. And then there is what appears to be an empty potion vial of some sort, but this vial is made of gemmed intertwining snakes, and it looks very expensive. So you scoop that all up, and
Yep.
as you do, little flickering card portals open up behind Jack, Gingham, and Crunk.
They're not going yet. I'm going to turn to Arashish. There was a miscommunication with you being out here, and we need to leave here right now instead of getting eaten by this.
I'll follow you, little one. Also, it's important to note, Gingham, that was 2 actions.
Great, wonderful.
Grab the bag, scoop the bag.
Great. He's going to follow me?
That's what he said. If he actually will or not is to be determined.
Well, now I'm going to have to take an action to sense his motive, and I'm upset at you.
Or you could just trust.
No, I'm not going to.
All right, let's see it. Let's see that perception. Do it blind.
Shit. Fine.
It looks like he's going to follow you.
Blind was so mean.
So mean.
It just really felt unnecessary, honestly.
Yeah, you want to do it? It's blind. It's fine. Okay. Well, that was an action then, right? So that's all
Yep.
3. So Gingham's going to point toward where we need to go and then do uppies because Gingham is little. I will ride on you and we need to go back toward your commanding whatever that is.
He's going to be slower than you, Gingham.
I know, but I have 0 actions left.
Fair enough.
That was Gingham's go.
3 actions.
Okay, Jack, you're up.
Well, so far our scoop and run plan is going
Slow going. It's going. It's
Going
just
perfectly.
slow.
Every plan needs a starting line, right?
I guess. Okay, Jackie boy. Did we kill all the other banyatas here? I know it ate
Yeah,
one.
you guys kicked ass.
We wiped him out. Okay, cool. I didn't remember that.
Either. so I'm
She's
happy
actually
and
kicked a
surprised.
significant amount of ass as well.
Oh, he
Hey.
decapitated one. I forgot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I think Gingham killed one.
I think I hurt one. I don't think I
And
killed
then
one.
maybe Arashi's finished that one too. I don't know, but you
Probably.
guys did good.
Okay. Is this behemoth does it still seem focused on Jack?
It looks focused on all of you. Like it's got a bunch
Okay.
of eyes on its forehead, and it's like all the eyes are looking at different people.
Okay. I will try and intimidate it.
Okay, let's see it.
I have intimidating glare.
Ooh, nice.
So I think so. There's rain and like blood and gore and bones raining down, and Jack puts his face up and like breathes it in, and then just like smears it across his face, and then just like glares at this behemoth and grits his teeth, and I'll see if that's scary to it or not.
I like it. Let's see it.
Okay, it's a pretty good roll. 39.
You see, like some of its eyes, they have mixed reactions. Some of them look kind of angry and furrow. Some of them get wide and look a little bit scared and off guard. So that is going to be frightened one.
Cool. Great. That's one action. I will now skirmish strike. My rapier is just the same as my dagger would be. That's a 35 to hit it.
35 is going to hit.
All right. It is off guard. So that will be 23 damage.
23 damage is going to take some bleed again.
And that was a skirmish strike. So I'm going to back up this way. Yeah, I'll back up away, one step away from it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... I'll stride. I'm trying though, and this is part of my intimidation and my striking it. I want to try and get this thing's attention. Like I want to try and goad this thing. So I'm still locking eyes with it, and I stride once more. I guess I'll go to just outside of the ruins a little bit, and
Okay.
I like flourish my rapier again, and am like daring it to come at me.
Excellent.
And
I
I'm
like it.
really hoping Arashish gets the heck out of the way.
Any of
Runs.
you guys lacking dark vision or low light vision?
Well, I wanted to ask you, Chase. Am I?
Yeah, you are actually.
Oh no.
Shoot.
Thanks for reminding me. That's true. Jack is.
Oh, I feel like I would notice that then. Well, I guess it's daylight right now.
Yeah,
right?
as well as so as you back out of the ruins and like this cloud starts settling over, you realize that like your vision's not the same it used to be. Things look much darker and more shadowy.
That
So
sucks.
any ranged
Shit.
attacks against this are gonna have concealment. Melee attacks,
Okay.
it's big enough that it doesn't matter. But
Okay. Cool. That's my turn.
okay, that was Jack. Arashish is going to pick up Gingham as an action, and then he's going to.
How does Arashish carry Gingham? Is it football style? Is it fireman? Is it like baby?
He's
what
gonna
is it?
pick Gingham up and put him on his shoulder,
Fireman style.
I actually think he's gonna drop his sword. He's gonna pick up Gingham. He's gonna raise his shield, and then he's gonna move to here.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Now it's Crunk's favorite friend, the swarm. This one right here. Crunk, make me 3 reflex saves.
Chase,
Yes, ma'am.
you remember once upon a time when I was fighting fire and Crunk learned how to be light on his toes
Yes.
in the theater, which I studied during downtime? Do I have a +2 to this reflex save?
I'll give you so you're talking about when you're light on your toes?
Yeah, I don't
Is
think
that how
that
you
really.
want to use that benefit?
I know it's not. And
Okay.
maybe it is.
I'll give it
But
to your attack
it doesn't
bonuses.
make sense. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me in my brain.
Especially because you're already getting your bulwark bonus with your
39.
necklace. That's a success.
Okay.
So that's going to be 1d6 damage. No slow so far.
Why aren't they testing to see if they're smooshed away from me? Maybe I don't even have to take 3.
That's true. I forgot that was a thing, to be honest with you. Let's do it.
34.
That's a success. You're taking maybe 2d6 damage. Okay. Doesn't care on the first one. Big old nat 20. Getting out of the way on a save is pretty nice, though, right?
These are the
That's
fort
lower.
saves.
That's too low.
Just to remind people at home, Crunk put on oil of repulsion on his armor, so
Yeah.
Chase has to save for the banyatas, or otherwise they get flung 10 feet away.
So nom nom nom, nom nom nom. And then the second nom 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 sends it flying back. And then as its third action, it's going to get back to you. So
Can I
you're going
choose
to
which direction it flings?
It's away from you.
Okay.
Either way, it can reach you again. You're gonna take 9 damage.
Okay.
And that's his turn. You got all 3 of your actions. Congratulations. And it's your turn, Crunk.
Now, I'm currently sitting at a grand 47 health, which feels bad, man. And one swarm looks particularly smaller than the other.
You killed a lot from this side right here.
Okay. I'm just trying to decide if I want to use my spell strike here or if I just want to do an acid splash and then run and save my spell strike potentially for this behemoth problem.
Could consider a lay on hands and a spell strike.
Well,
I guess
the
I shall.
behemoth is either going to stay where it is or move toward Jack. I don't know if that
Yeah.
changes what you're thinking at all, Crunk, but it's probably not going to move any closer to you this turn.
I'll do a spell strike. What about a 38?
A 38 is going to hit.
Roll damage?
Everybody gets a hero point, by the way.
Thanks. Let me add that to my sheet. Oh, low roll. 26.
All right,
And
let's see.
then-
So this is... So 26 is your sword damage, right?
That's correct.
That's going to go down 15, so it's going to be 11 plus 13. How do you do it? How do you finish off this little
Thank
swarm
the
here?
Lord.
God.
Thank Caden
So-
Callion.
Yay.
So Kronk has been attacking with the flat of his blade because, of course, slashing doesn't do it. It's a huge bastard sword, so he's really using it like a really long tennis racket or cricket. There we go, cricket bat, and just smashing as much as he can. Also covered in acid, so he's going ahead, swinging this acid-covered bat, essentially flat bat, across these things, and just flings acid everywhere. And they finally drop down. The swarm is not as thick as it once was.
Excellent. A couple little remainders go scurrying under rocks in a panic, but there's still a bunch latched all onto your arms and up in your armor.
And this one's just standing here, and he looks pretty. This swarm is has a lot of critters, right?
It's quite healthy still. So you have splashed and melted quite a bundle.
It takes splash damage from this.
Yep, it took 13 splash damage.
I think I have to heal myself, y'all.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
We really need you to stay alive.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast and heal. Suddenly,
All right.
so much better. Hand pressed to his chest. Crunk heaves in a breath, looks at this thing, and says, "For Desna." You-
Some of the bite marks heal up and push some teeth off of your arm and they fall off. Remember, you have your bonus to armor class from that as well, because it is going to apply right now. All right, this big old behemoth has its 8 arms, looks a little wary of Jack, doesn't really want to chase him down, but it is going to make a bunch of attacks. two of its biggest, meatiest fists are going to punch down, one on Arashish, one on Gingham. We'll start with those first. Gingham, this is versus you, 35. This is versus Arashish. That is
no. A 40?
40 is
That's
going to
gonna crit him. Amulet? Do you have your amulet?
Yeah, I do. I will.
Okay.
Amulet, please.
Amulet
wait.
save the
Arashish
60
is super hurt, and we haven't really healed him, have
Oh,
we?
you guys have healed him. He's
No,
Yeah,
not-
Gingham
I've
Gingham
been
was
keeping
healing.
on it. Yeah.
Gingham
so
healed
I
him,
will,
and then he lay on hands himself last time.
Yes, he did do that. I will amulet Arashish's damage.
Excellent. Here is your damage, Gingham. Yours is going to be 25.
Okay.
And then his, minusing 15, right?
Yes.
Is going to be 51.
Okay, well, it's
That, you hear like ribs crunch as this thing punches down on him.
No,
Not
Oh.
looking so good now.
oh no.
And then this thing is going to pick up a big piece of rubble with one of its smaller but still massive arms and chuck a massive boulder at Jack.
okay.
Just dodge.
I'm pretty quick. Oh, this is against my AC, not a reflex.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits a 36.
You try to dodge, but it's too big and too accurate. Here's the damage.
It's too
Two.
big and too accurate.
What happened to
24
you?
bludgeoning.
24
And
bludgeon.
then this last one is going to chuck a rock all the way over at Crunk. Because there's
What?
one little beady eye that's watching Crunk out there on the
Whoa.
battlefield as well.
Excuse me, sir, that's
Fucking come at me.
uncalled for.
This is going to be 4 less than it shows because of range increment.
Miss.
Okay.
Hilariously
That one
miss.
is too
Hey,
big,
hey.
but not too accurate.
Can it hurt?
Mhm.
Yeah, Jace,
The
I am
swarm.
currently covered in swarms. Let it get
Uh-huh.
the swarm, maybe.
Nah, on a crit, I would let it. Well, does that critically miss you?
If it's -4 and I'm at
Uh.
a 37.
Okay, sure.
Hey,
Wow. You know what?
master of negotiation over there.
I'm going to have it do half damage to the swarm. All right. That's going to do 30. That's going to do 16 damage to the swarm.
It must be nice being married to the GM. You just like know exactly how far to
Wait,
push, and
Which
then like
line I'd be like, all right, yep, you're right, correct. You're amazing.
right. Oh, benevolent GM, you've got it. Yep, exactly
Thank
correct.
you.
I trust you with my heart and soul. Most of my combat.
I have so much distrust. All right. That is the behemoth's turn. It's going to bleed for 4 and it's going to recover.
Oh.
Stop.
Okay. That's going to make it Jack's or Gingham's turn.
Gingham definitely needs to heal their mount, so they're gonna. I'm gonna use another 4th level 2 action heal.
How many more of those do you have? You
I
used
have
2 last time?
1 more, so that's gonna be 48 health back to STM.
Okay.
And final action, I will aid his defense as we run.
Do you do this
Fantastic.
Ratatouille style? But are you like holding
Yeah.
onto his hair and you're like, no, not
Gingham's
watch out.
Gingham's got his head between their hands, and they're just like steering him while keeping an eye on the behemoth. It's like kid on dad's shoulders, actually, is what this is.
Gingham, the healing backpack. All right,
Uh-huh.
Jack.
Chase, what can I do to try and goad this thing to come toward me? What kind of action would that be?
Intimidate.
Okay, but I made it frightened and then it didn't want to come near me. So do I have to frighten it in a different way?
If you're making it the frightened condition,
Okay.
you're demoralized.
Got it. Okay.
You can
so,
use intimidate to try to antagon.
Okay. It's not frightened anymore anyway, right? Because it was only
frightened
frightened.
dropped off.
Okay. In that case, I will now try to antagonize it.
All right.
So Jack brushes off chunks of boulder as he kind of ducked out of the most of the way, and there's some banyata goo. Can I say there's like an arm or something near here, Chase?
Oh yeah.
Jack is gonna kick the arm, the remains near him, and looking at this behemoth, and he says, "Why don't you come on over here and get a taste of this?" And he just like kicks the arm out of the way. "I'll cut you down just like the rest of your friends." And I want him to come over here and be mad Well, being mad is optional. He doesn't have to be mad at me.
He
We could be
looks pretty
friends.
mad all the time.
Okay.
That is optional.
The mad is optional. That's a 33.
A 33. It looks quite mad.
Okay.
Directly at you, a bunch of the eyes focusing on you.
Okay.
Yay.
And then I will ready an interact action. So Jack is holding his rapier, but his hand is slowly drifting up toward his bandolier where there is a deck of Haro cards waiting.
Okay. That's it for Jack. All right, Arshisha's turn. So you guys, your portals are still following you guys as you guys are running around. And he turns around and sees the portal following him and Gingham. Did you make that little one?
It's not for you, though.
Are you sure? It seems like the best option rather than slogging up this hill.
It's not for you.
All right, if you say so. All right, he's going to raise his shield again. No, I lied. I lied last turn as well. His shield is smashed to pieces, I just remembered.
Oh, right. I have to
Didn't
fix
matter.
it.
So, you know, he just put a
muscle
sh-
memory. He's like, oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
no.
I don't have a shield.
All right, he is going to triple move.
Wait, so could he have gotten
Here.
any farther last turn because he didn't raise his shield?
No,
Okay.
that's a triple move right there for him. And then he has to make a check to see if he's not prone.
Oh boy. Hang in there, buddy.
One Arshish.
All right, he's good.
Good.
That is his turn. All right, Crunk, it's your buddies.
Oh my
3
God.
reflex saves, maybe. How long
make
does
the
that
first
oil
one.
last for?
A minute.
Dang!
Okay, first one is a 40.
Nice. No damage. And it's not knocked back.
Okay, and then here is my second. That's a fail, which is
Okay.
good.
The 26 is what you got, right?
Yeah.
You guys
and
both got
Plus
26.
2, 28.
28. Okay. So that's going to fail for both of you. So it's going to get knocked back. And then its last action, it's going to come back up to you. So total from that turn, you're slowed 1 and you're taking 2d6 damage. All right. 9 damage.
Okay,
All right. That's its turn. Crunk, you're up with 2 actions.
I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Nice. So you start getting fast, even though you're pinned down by a bunch of these little guys there.
Does
and
haste
that is,
not activate immediately?
Nope.
It does not.
The next round?
Next
Okay.
turn.
if you start your turn with it, then you get the action.
Got it.
Okay. All right. It is the behemoth. The behemoth is going to stomp towards Jack.
Hee hee hee. All right.
All right.
As it charges in, Jack's hand flashes quick and pulls out that deck of Haro cards, and he plays 52 pickup with the behemoth.
All right. I'm going to roll my flat check here to see if it misses you. It does not.
Oh.
So here's the strike. That's going to be a 44.
That'll crit me.
All right.
no!
So you fling the cards and you kind of disappear from sight, but its hand is just too fast and too big, and it crunches down on you.
Okay.
Here is the damage. 60.
Whew.
And then
Ouch.
as its last action, it's going to grab you. So it's now got you in one of its big meaty fists.
Okay.
All right. That is it for the behemoth's turn. Gingham.
Oh, no.
It's okay, Gingham. Keep going.
Yep.
That was a cool plan, though, Tori. I liked it. I'm
I've-
kind of sad I rolled against it.
I've been sitting on that feat for a while.
Right.
That moment in the movie when it's like all epic, like, haha, then bam, doesn't matter.
Yeah, its hand is too meaty. It just needed to grab at the somewhere in the deck of cards.
Not you.
In a movie, that's typically when a character dies.
Yeah,
Chase!
but
Hopefully that's not the
Chase!
case.
no, we're good. We're good. Jack isn't dumb, and he's also not done.
I've been so exasperated that my hat came off. So, that's where we're at
I think
now.
it's representative of Gingham like being carried off the hat, just goes
Yeah,
flying.
it just bounces away.
It's actually adorable, though. You could cast haste on your mount.
I was thinking about casting haste on the mount. I'm going to cast haste on the mount.
He started as sexy
guy's
tank
had
man,
so
and
many
now
names.
he's the mount.
Begum, already has the sides of this guy's head, right? And they're like, oh, right. I have this. Takes one hand, gets the scroll, puts the hand back to the side of the head, and then just this orange magic just flows through the mount now, because he's the mount now. You can go faster now.
What kind of divine being are you?
Not divine, but you can run now. And then I'm gonna aid.
Excellent. Jack, it's your turn.
May I wait until after Arashish? I think it'll just be easier for me to like see Gingham and Arashish go, and then I'll know
sure.
kind of what I want to do.
Arashish is slogging up this hill. He turns around, he sees Jack get grabbed, and he's gonna stop.
No.
He's
No.
gonna look at Gingham. I appreciate all your efforts, little one, but we leave no man behind.
If you turn around right now, it'll be the death of everybody, including him. Keep moving forward.
Not you, little one. And he's gonna spend his first action trying to throw you up the hill.
Okay, how do I hang the hell onto the... I'm gonna stop this. How, Chase? How
All right,
to
it's
stop?
gonna be, well, it's just gonna be against your fortitude DC.
No,
right.
Hello.
no. Gingham like claws into the side of his head.
Ugh.
What did I say about
Ah.
going forward?
I'm sorry, little one, but we're
He'll-
helping your friend.
He'll
And
be
he-
fine. Oh my god. I guess
Second action's going to here. Third action, he's gonna go over to here.
Does
and
he
then,
maybe fall down before this?
oh yeah, let's check. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I hope he falls down.
Nope. And then
How
as
he
his last
kisses.
action, he's gonna heroically, with a battle cry, slice at this thing. Oh, nat 20!
Oh, wow. Chase was
All
just.
right.
We see question marks, so Chase could have just been like, "This feels like a nat 20 moment."
No, I wish I could show it. It's
Sheesh.
bold and green. All right. Let's see. He does have weapon specialization, which is gonna, at the very least, flat foot this thing. And let's draw a card. Double damage and make it clumsy 1. Nope,
All right.
clumsy 2. You're familiar with this one, Jack.
I am.
And he's gonna do 32 damage to it. It roars out in pain.
May I use my
Please.
reaction?
Oh yes, please.
I want to stab it. Opportune
Opportunely?
backstab. Opportunely. A 39.
39 is gonna crit. And
Yes.
that is going to use up his second extraneous flesh. Now, this one does not have to make flat checks. It's just going to flat out negate it. He would not be flat footed from being flanked because he has all around vision, but the crit specialization did make him flat footed from the crit from Arashish. So,
Okay. So just regular disappointing damage.
sneak attack damage.
All right.
All right.
Wow, that is so many ones. That's
It's not the
pretty
worst
bad.
feeling.
Yeah, that's only 18 damage, but
All
it's
right.
bleeding again.
18 more damage.
Jack stabs this thing as he glares down at Arashish and looks at Gingham and shouts, "What the hell? I thought you were getting out of here."
I told him you would be fine, and he ran back anyway like a dumbass.
You're clearly not fine. Don't be a fool.
I'm not an idiot. I have a plan.
You're
Get
about
out
to
of
get
here.
eaten.
That might end up being better.
All right, Jack, it's your turn now.
Jack's like, better being eaten than unpaid.
Yeah.
Hey,
What a rogue mantra.
hey, and guess what? You're always off guard inside your stomach. Perma sneak attack right there, baby. Okay. So mad at this dude. I'm so mad at him. It's just messed up my entire turn, Chase. I bet you're so pleased with
Gonna
yourself.
hold until after Crunk?
Do you have something that'll change
No.
what is going on?
Not for
You
you.
might see
I
the
don't even
swarm
think I
die
can
and
reach it.
get emboldened.
I don't think the swarm will die this turn. It's okay. I guess I'll try to escape first.
Without stacking your map, you can.
I'm going to acrobatics, and I have a bonus, if I'm not mistaken, from the big sky. I get a +2 bonus to any check made to escape.
Nice. There you go.
I will try to do that now.
All right. First action. Let's see it.
Ooh, that was a bad roll. That's
That's
only
a-
24.
That's a no-go.
I will drink a potion.
Okay. That is going to require a flat check or it will fail
Because I'm grabbed.
because you're grabbed and that's a manipulate.
Urgh. I don't like everything that's happening right now.
Fair. That's fair. That's extremely fair.
To be fair,
Yeah.
the behemoth doesn't either.
I'll just hit him again.
Okay.
36.
36 is going to hit.
That's 23 damage.
He takes
I
it.
will debilitate it, so it
Okay.
is enfeebled.
Enfeebled 1.
Yep.
Okay. It has been applied.
And then I guess I'll try one more time to escape. I hate using 2 actions to do that, but we gotta try. Okay, that's better. 36.
36, you slip it.
And I drop down at its feet. And
Okay.
I'm still glaring at Arishish / Gingham. I'm gonna say, get out of here. I have a plan.
After you.
This freaking guy. This freaking guy.
He's gonna be the death of us.
Guy.
He
Probably.
literally is.
All right, Crunk, you
But
got
you
your
know-
swarm.
We also must respect it.
I
Okay.
guess I just wish he would show a little bit of trust that Jack does actually have a plan, and his plan is not just to commit suicide by getting eaten by the Panyata behemoth.
Fair.
It's
Okay.
this, you gotta make me 3 reflex saves, allegedly.
How about I make 1? Oh,
Yeah, what about your fortitude saves, Chase?
Succeed.
Get the fuck out of here. You're prone.
I succeeded.
Oh, that was a nat 1 for me. I
Yeah.
guess I
You're
did
that one.
All right, I will go ahead and re-roll that stupid shit. I'm so frustrated with how these rolls have gone. I just need like an 8.
There you go.
39.
That's gonna. Is it actually a 40 with your hero point?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a crit. So no damage on the first one. Go ahead and make me 2 more.
It succeeded all of its throws.
Yeah.
31.
Yeah, it's gonna succeed. So you're at 1d6 damage, no slow. Bam,
36.
2d6 damage, no slows. All right, Crunk, you're gonna take 10 damage, and then it's gonna be your turn with all 4 actions.
So Chase, I'm on a hill.
Yes.
I want to jump to see if I can get any further distance besides what I can normally walk. So normally I can get to here. I'm wondering if I can get up to everybody this turn if I jump.
Okay, let's calculate this. If you jump, yes,
Long
you
jump
can
with
get
boots
further.
of bounding, and I'm going downhill.
Just so you know, it is going to turn this into falling damage, but you will be able to do it.
Yeah, that's so crunk.
Just
Okay, let's see.
literally fling himself into the fray.
Roll your
Can you
athletics first.
land?
How far is? I'll do some measurements. You go ahead and
Okay.
you.
All right, so I'm a master in athletics. This is a plus 25. I rolled an 18 for a total of 43.
3. Okay, that's
43
enough.
is pretty good.
It's enough to get there, and it's enough to half the fall damage you're going to take, which is going to be 22.
Okay. So Crunk launches himself face and then drops down next to you guys looking bloody as hell. I'm
You hear
here,
like
Jack.
bones crunch as he lands.
Yeah. He doesn't
Okay,
have
well,
many
let's
legs.
just throw the whole plan out. New plan. Jack is just like exasperated with you all now. Gingham,
That's
the
fair.
new plan is just kill this thing.
Fine.
All right.
Way
So
that I
with that,
wasted
Crunk,
a haste.
that was actually only 2 of your
necessarily.
actions because that's 1 stride to get to here, the jump to get to here. So you
I have
still
more
2
actions?
Rep
I used my spell strike, didn't I? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to do a shielding strike on this guy to recharge my spell strike for next turn.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack.
Oh, that was
38.
almost a nat 1. Turned into a crit. And that's going to be its last extraneous flesh.
So I don't crit.
No crit, but it's all out of those.
Oh, I've got
I'm
my
really cool with the
reaction
jump.
back up.
Go for
Sure
it.
do.
We can do our traditional
Our
smash
beautiful
smash.
tag team.
34 damage from me.
Okay.
We're so cute, Em. Crunk
We
and Jack
are
are so
so
cute
cute.
with their
We're
cute
so
little tag team attacks.
So
42,
cute.
get crit, Chase.
That is an actual crit.
I opened the door for you.
You
Jack.
did. You literally did. 54 damage.
Okay. It takes it. It growls out in pain. It's bleeding fiercely. It
I
looks
stab it
angry
right in
and
one of
weak.
its little eyeballs on its head.
Nice. It scoops down to get you. I like it.
It is also off guard until the end of my next turn.
Nice. All right, and you've got 1 more action, right? Because Shielded Strike's only 1 action.
That is correct. And I am going to, I can either Arcane Cascade to do more damage next turn, or I can heal myself. And I think the smarter action is to heal myself. So I'm going to do a Battle Medicine.
Oh,
Nice.
I have a 6th level heal I was going to dump into you.
But he goes next.
That's true. Never mind.
And I have less than 50 hit points. I'm gonna do this at a. Oh my god!
Boom!
I swear to God, I was gonna say the highest one.
I
which
gotcha.
I think. Okay,
You're what, expert?
I'm a master in medicine, Chase.
So that's going to be 4d8 plus 30.
What a lovely nat 20.
It really was. So 50.
Nice. That was Crunk's turn.
Can I say
This
that my
thing-
medicine check was that I straightened up and you just heard all of my bones pop and realign?
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
You just set all of your spine back in place.
Crunk lands here with a huge slash down this dude's back. He reels back. Jack gets his hit in, and Crunk stands all the way. His one red eye just like flaring upwards, leaking
Love
light.
it. Okay, this swing is against Gingham. All 8 arms are going crazy. That's going to be a 43 against Gingham.
Going to be a crit.
This is against
Against Gingham?
Arashis. That's going to be a
Miss.
31, which is going to hit him.
31 hits him?
Yep.
Yeah, he got crit with a 40 earlier.
Damn,
This is against Crunk, a 40.
that'll hit.
And then this is against Jack, a 35.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So here is against Arashish, Gingham, and Crunk. You guys are all taking this much damage. 26. Gingham, are you reacting on anybody?
Sure as
Get
shit.
Arashish.
Not on air. No. I'm mad at Arashish. I'm going to react
Oh.
on Crunk.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
how
so
much?
you only take 11.
Okay, I'll add 15 back.
Gingham is like the definition of like helps those who help themselves.
Yeah.
Gingham's like, if you're too much of an idiot to
If you
not
wanted
listen
to
to
die.
me, then fine.
Imagine if this guy died like the theater guy.
Oh boy, I am having some of those concerns.
I'm a little bit worried, but it's fine.
This is against Gingham.
Wait. Oh, I got a
64.
crit. Hold on. Let me.
Oh,
Can I take back that?
oh. Wait,
26
so I take the
damage?
26?
Hold on.
Yeah, you
Oh.
take 26, Jack.
Oh, okay. You said Gingham, Arashish, and Crunk earlier.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, you
I
guys
need to
took the
put-
26. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Hold on. Okay.
Arashish and Crunk.
So
Gingham
I
takes
took
Understood.
64. Okay. Ow.
Okay.
Fine.
That's his turn. He's gonna bleed for 4 damage.
That's the 2d6 is 4 damage. What a joke.
And he does not recover. Gingham, you're up.
You have stuffing and hay coming out of them. They're going to cast a 6th level heal on Jack. 2 action. 73.
Goodness.
Ooh, nice.
Jack
No
just
kidding.
like comes back to life.
All right. I told you he'd be fine. And then I'm gonna drink the moderate healing potion that I have.
Nice. I like it.
Are you
All
gonna
right.
mouth glug?
I'm gonna mouth glug. I hate it. Wow. That makes me angry. That was an 18 on 3d8 plus 10. That's
Ugh,
Oof.
gross.
really gross. Okay,
But hey,
that's it.
every little bit counts.
Yep.
All right, Arashish is going to raise his sword up. It's faltering. Bring it down. And he's going to do an attack. If this attack hits, you all get +4 to your next attack.
That'd be great.
Cool.
Be cool if it hit.
That is a 37, which is a crit on the money.
Yay, Airshi!
That's going to keep it flat-footed again. It's going to take 36 damage. And you all have +1 to your damage rolls and +4 to your attack roll on this next
Oof.
attack.
I smell a crit in our future, Crunk.
All right,
I
Jack,
really
you're
hope
up.
so.
Hey, now that we're on to plan C, which is combat,
Oh,
Jack is gonna keep stabbing it. Oh, actually, he's going to use an interact action to throw some poison on his blade. I can do that, right? That's a thing.
That is a thing. You've got him.
I think I'll try the giant wasp venom.
Okay.
Jack swipes it on his rapier, and then I strike. That is a 35. Oh no, I didn't add the +4, so 39.
39 is going to crit.
Sweet.
His save against your poison is a 34.
I believe that saves.
Okay, that's going to make it a fail because you crit.
Yes. It's a lot of dice. Okay,
Woo!
86. Make sure that added the poison incorrectly, because I didn't.
Did.
Okay. Nice. Wow, that
How
might be
do you do it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jack swipes the poison on his blade, and this thing its arms are swiping all over. Its big, gross, fleshy, slobbery mouth is roaring, and Arishish is all Mr. Hero for Caden, blah, blah, blah. And Jack rolls his eyes and he says, whatever, man, let's just kill it. And he stabs it just right up. I think it was kind of on accident. Jack was just waiting for the right opening, and as it's swinging its arms around, Jack spots the just little slash where it's still bleeding, and he gets his rapier right in there as the behemoth is twisting around, and so it just basically cuts itself on the rapier, and the poison flares around the wound. I guess it just dies in a pool of gross, fleshy goo.
I like it.
Incredible.
Jack was begrudgingly inspired. So this thing lumbers to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jack, make a reflex save. This thing is falling apart in a mush, but it's toppling on top of you.
That seems appropriate. A reflex save. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Bro.
A 31.
A
I
31
rolled
is
five.
a success.
That's a critical success then. Evasion!
You hop out of the way, and as this thing thumps to the ground, you guys start hearing an echoing blah, 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 off in the distance as all of the little swarming critters just explode into goopy little corpses.
Oh my gosh, this is a hive mind thing? Gross.
And you guys are out of initiative.
We did it!
There she wipes some sweat from his brow and looks around. Interesting. So if all the big ones are gone, then the rest die. That's good to know. So you must be a group of adventurers?
Yeah, and you owe us 900 gold.
Is that what they offered you?
Well, not originally, but that behemoth, killing that thing definitely is extra.
Well, you're going to have to take that up with my quartermaster up there. He points up at the woman that you were discussing with earlier. Name's Arashish. It's an honor to meet you, all of your acquaintances.
Cool, let's talk up at the top of the hill instead of down here in this disgusting battlefield.
A good call.
Also, give me a second. Jack turns around and throws up.
Finally
Yes.
reaches.
I want to not be sickened anymore.
Yeah, he'll walk up the hill with all of you. I see that you found my pile of salvaged goods there. They're yours to keep. You've earned them.
Damn right we have.
So what's with these portals that are following you?
None of your business.
Whoa, Gingham.
You're a spicy little one, aren't you?
Do you have claw marks on your cheeks, Arashish?
I believe I do. This little one wanted me to leave that one behind.
Gingham, what the fuck?
Jack
We had
could
a
have been.
plan.
We had a plan.
You had a
Still,
plan.
there's still people have agency over their own actions and what they wanted. You don't claw up their face.
I don't know what kind of plan you had, but I've seen one of those behemoths grab one of my men like he had you and start pounding him into the ground until they were a paste.
I don't think you've really seen any men like me, to be fair.
Oh, I've seen men exactly like you. I like the confidence, though.
Well, the point is, we didn't die, you're not dead, and you, Jack points to the commander as they crest the hill, owe us 900 gold.
900 gold. That's not what we agreed on.
Yeah, but we also didn't agree to take down a behemoth in half of the Banyata battlefield down there.
I didn't make you do that.
No, but we still did, and if you ask me, that seems like a great boon to your side of things.
All we needed was Arashish back here. As I saw it from here up on my perch, you were all making a retreat, and you for some reason ran back and taunted it towards you.
Yeah, just
Threw some paper at it?
call it a heroic sacrifice.
I'll call it a deal at 700.
I'm too tired to look angry.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be bouncer and just bite marks all over.
Ugh.
fine. Jack will hold out his hand.
She reaches into a pouch and starts counting out some coin.
What are you guys doing
Awesome.
out here anyway?
Trying to escort a trade merchant, like I said last time.
What kind of insane person is trying to cross the Bridge of Monsters?
What kind of insane person comes out here and takes jobs on the Bridge of Monsters?
Fair point.
Jack, I want to go home.
All
We
right.
need to be concerned about those portals.
I need to cleanse myself.
You should be concerned in so much that you should not walk through them. All right. Anyway, good luck with the rest of your little merchant trip. Arashish.
Ignore Japulapel. She's a bit
I
bitter
will.
when it comes to finances, but I appreciate your efforts.
You're welcome. And here's some advice. Maybe try dialing down the hero notch just a little bit. It'll keep you alive longer. Trust
The
me.
adventurer who dove into a behemoth's hands. I'll keep it in mind.
All right. Let's go home, guys.
Farewell.
Gingham's
Okay.
walking backwards into the portal with the most narrowed eyes. Yeah.
Excellent. You guys step back through the portal, closes behind you, and as you walk through, you hear Guy from down below all of you. I got another one I see. You can see he is a little tiny Banyata.
No, Jack isn't even
Step on
looking.
him. I step on him. Just reflexively slap foot down on top of Guy.
You hear
Attack roll?
a muffled, no, you can just do it. You crush down on him. There's like a little splatter of blood. You feel better?
Why must you torment me so, Guy?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm not trying to torment you. I said good job.
What do we do now? That was the last one that we can see. Jack motions to the archways.
All of the archways are currently closed. Yeah, there's just mist of nothing floating in all of the archways again. That's some good work. I'd go take the night off. I'm sure your destiny will reattune overnight.
Oh, so now we're allowed to go on break. You aren't going to give us a hard time about that?
Well, it would have been a good time for break now. I mean, what fate day are we on? 30 or something?
Does it matter what fate day we are on? Why
Of course
is it
it
that
matters what fate day we're on.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not. I mentioned
Mind
your tone.
tone.
Sorry, this little body's quite loud.
And it smells terrible.
I agree. Isn't it delightful?
Mayor, I want to step on you again.
He disappears.
Jack, I believe we are meeting with your best friend on the morrow.
Oh, gods, that's right. Okay. It's only Gingham's closet that goes to the Grand Bazaar still, right?
I believe that
Mhm.
is accurate. Mine is still attuned to Shadow's home.
Yeah. I suppose we should probably do that. Maybe let's all get cleaned up. We smell really... Jack starts to gag again. I can't get the smell out of my head. It was too much. I'm going to go
I understand.
clean up. Chase, one other thing. I forgot to say this when we were back in Monster World, but would I have been able to take the time to gather up my deck of Haro cards?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm the one who ended up playing 52 card pickup with myself.
You played yourself.
I did.
Okay, so you guys are going to go take a rest?
Yes. Is
Anybody
the
gonna-
water hot in our room baths?
It is. You guys actually have pretty nice rooms now. They're like the equivalent of a high-tier hotel.
Nice. Jack has added little fairy lights, and the posts of his bed look like trees. You walk into like a magical forest. That's what Jack's room looks like now, as it's gotten fancier and fancier.
That's
Aw.
so cute.
Gingham, you feel almost like an itching feeling from wherever you stored this last card.
Oh, right. Pull it out of the bag of holding and let it go. Peel it off.
Excellent. Yeah, you see a little light go darting out through the door, exiting your Haro castle. And as shortly after you see that beam of light go jetting out through a window, you hear trumpets start playing glorious music. And then it fades away. Mechanically, this epitome is going to have angelic heralds stand guard on the edges of your castle. They will alert you if there is any danger approaching in Haro Court. You guys also have the option to take one of their instruments from them, and this lets you gain a magical instrument of your level or lower, but you'll lose the alert ability for a week.
Interesting.
Do you think that Haro Court is going to be attacked at some point in time?
Well, Chase already said
Ah.
that bad things would have happened if we hadn't set the paladins free, which are like the security force. So I'm already concerned.
I'm like deeply concerned.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm concerned
Do you
about
think that-
nothing.
Do you think the paladins will be happy about their new angelic companions, or will they be like, what, we weren't doing a good enough job? What the heck?
I don't know.
A small
Definitely
rebellion.
interested
Yeah.
to interact with him again.
The factions start competing with each other. We just accidentally created a civil war.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine?
After you peel that epitome, Gingham, all of you from the courtyard can see, you hear kind of a chiming sound back at the archways. And you can see the mist fades away through the archway of keys, tomes, stars, and crowns. And all of them fade in a blurred image. You don't see which cards manifest yet, but you do see that all of them are leading to the same place, which is an immense, massive flight of stairs leading up. Looks like a set of stairs made for giants. And this is a society check if anybody wants to recognize this location.
I would love to
I
do
really
so.
do.
Sounds like an esoteric lore to me.
Dress up for it. I dare you. Damn, that 8 looks so low.
Absolutely will.
Nice, Jack.
That's a
27 for me.
35 for Jack.
35, 29 for Gingham.
No, that's not game.
Oh, that was Crunk.
Yeah.
All right. Gingham, did you roll one?
Hold on. I need to dress like a giant.
We're all standing in front of the archways like, where could this be? Gingham just zones out for a minute and poof, is now dressed as a giant.
Absolutely. Yeah. All of my clothes are suddenly way too big for me. Like, even way too big for Crunk. Not that it did any good. 29.
29. Excellent. All right. All of you know about what this location is. You've all heard of it before. These are the Storval Stairs. Now, as you guys take a closer look, you can see on either side of these stairs are two gigantic statues of some sort of bald figure, some kind of bald masculine figure in some flowing robes, holding a staff with some sort of weird, like, magical circlet on their foreheads. You guys have heard about this. It is a staircase that was carved by enslaved giants back in the days of ancient Thassalon, made by the Rune Lords. And now that the Rune Lords have been long gone, these stairs lead as a very crucial path from the lowlands of Varissia up to the Storval Plateau. So it's a place that is pretty necessary for ground travel around the Inner Sea region. I guess, let's see, Jack, you got what, 34?
35.
A 35. Okay. You'll also know, Jack, that this should just be open, like this should just be an open path. It's a pretty standard road traveled, but it is a big target for bandits and other people who want to try to ambush travelers or collect fees from people traveling through. There's been a lot of battles for it over the years. There are some Shoanti tribes that try to keep it protected for travelers, but they've gained and lost control of it over the years. You're not really sure where it's at this current point in time.
Okay. Sorry, I need a Tori Paizo geography question. Would any of us have been here before? Are we from the Inner Sea region?
You guys are from the Inner Sea region.
Okay.
Varissia is not terribly far from where any of you are from, so you guys have probably been to Varissia, or at least you would know about it. It's not super far away like some of the other places.
This is not some crazy exotic location.
Yep, it's not.
Got it. Okay.
This one's rather close to home.
Well, for once I actually recognize where we're going.
Most excellent, Jack. What is the plan then?
The plan is let's rest up, take care of whatever we need to take care of tomorrow, and then I guess go through to the next steps. Literally, in this case.
I like it. Clever.
Guy shows up again as a normal-sized Banyata this time. Ah, that showed up quicker than usual.
What do you mean?
I didn't have to sleep on it. It just kind of showed up.
And that is dangerous, perhaps?
Probably not. Probably just means your destiny is calling you on a heightened pace, so to speak. Probably not going to show you which card you're getting this time, so... I mean, it looks like it's all the same location, so make sure you grab at least 4.
That's a little unnerving.
Might be more than 4. You know, the suits could duplicate. Looks like somebody else has probably been collecting like you all have been.
Why does it
Not
look
meant for
like
them,
that?
though. Why does it look like that? Well, they're all in the same spot.
Oh, so someone's been collecting them and has them now on this staircase.
Likely, that's what I would guess.
Crunk side-eyes Jack like, is that what you would have guessed? Because I didn't guess that.
I'm assuming that if this is someone collecting them, they probably won't want to part with them easily.
Yeah, that's why you just kill them.
Seems to have worked so far.
Oh, you've been killing all the card holders?
No, just the ones who didn't want to give us the card.
Oh, all right, that's fair.
No, most of them.
I'd say maybe about half.
Well, they attacked you first, right?
Most of the time.
That's good. That's good. You don't want to upset the fates, you know? Don't want to wiggle the threads, so to speak.
Yeah,
But I
can't
thought
be
that-
messing with the threads.
But I thought it was our fate to get these. So I'm...
Well, it is, but if you force your fate by strangling other fates, then it can get a little bit messy sometimes. But it depends on
Crunk,
it's
the
it's
threads.
called.
Of course, the threads.
Of
He says it
course.
so displeased.
If it's an ill-fated thread and your un-ill-fated thread wraps around the ill-fated thread, the ill-fated thread just kind of goes away. But if it's another well-fated thread with your well-fated thread, you generally want to try to ease it into cooperating instead of trying to strangle a nice, healthy, well-fated thread. Because then you get knots,
Jack
and you do
disappears
not
to his
want
room.
knots.
Gingham's listening
That's-
just raptly.
It just goes on about knots and threads for like a
Yeah,
good-
Crunk tries to politely excuse himself 3 separate times before he himself and also disappears to his room.
Gingham stays for the whole thing.
Excellent. It's like an hour lecture, and then he's
Oh my gosh.
all right. I'm busy. You gotta let me go now, boss king.
Busy. I don't have time to lecture you for an hour.
Ugh, can't believe you stayed there through the whole thing. It was a prank. It was a prank, bro.
Was waiting for you to go away like the others.
Called him out on his bluff.
Yeah, I like it. Chase, I have a question.
Yes.
During his alone time now, Jack, his room, like I said, looks like a kind of magical forest. It's dark now as they're getting ready for sleepy time. And so he didn't really have much time to think about it in the heat of battle, but he's gonna now test his eyes like more thoroughly and I assume discover that he does not have dark vision anymore.
Yep. As the sun starts to go down, it's the darkest you've seen in quite some time.
I think ever. Jack has always had
Probably.
dark vision.
Yeah.
I think he's a little perturbed by that
Just the vision for now.
for now. He's going to try then before he goes to bed, he's going to try and tug on that little bit of hag magic that he discovered just a few short days ago and see if he can cast his illusory disguise.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. You feel like the connection is a bit harder to access, but you're able to muster it up. And when you do, you even have your vision flicker to dark vision for just a moment. And then that fades away, but the disguise stays.
Okay. Well,
Feels like a dwindling flame.
Dwindling flame. I don't know if
Yeah.
I like that.
Jack has some mixed feels about all of this.
Me too, Jack.
In typical Jack fashion, he will not share them. He will go to sleep instead.
All right, that's going to put you guys on Fate Day 14. You sleep
And Guy
uneventfully.
said Fate Day 30. He's the one who's supposed to be counting.
What an idiot.
I didn't even know anymore. Okay.
Now, today is the day that you are allegedly supposed to meet with your old friend Jack. But, that's up to you. You could stand him up.
Well, I did schedule a very specific time, knowing that he would get there early and Jack would get there. Jack knowing he would get there late. So I suppose he will go see Willem. As much as Willem annoys him, he wouldn't stand him up. He does actually think Willem does kind of know things sometimes, and they could potentially be useful sometimes. So he will
That didn't
go.
sound painful at all.
He will go meet with Willem. And he thinks perhaps maybe if he can manage to get a word in edgewise maybe Willem might know about becoming not a changeling anymore, and if such a thing has ever happened. So yeah, I guess in the morning we're all eating our fluff and breakfasts. Jack will rally everyone at the appointed time, at the appointed hour, to go through Gingham's closet to meet with Willem.
So everybody's going?
Yeah, it's so cluttered, by the way.
We're like stepping over stuff to get to the closet.
It's so much just stuff, and none of it means anything, or looks like it means nothing.
Is the plush snake still in here?
Probably.
Jack's like, you sleep with that thing after what happened?
It's really cute.
Is the raccoon in here?
Yeah.
What raccoon?
The raccoon that Gingham brought home.
From where?
The market. Obviously, the market.
From wherever.
Listen,
God.
Gingham collects.
Birch, right?
Yeah, Birch is like, there's a bookcase, right? By the door, and Birch is like up on the bookcase. And it just makes a skittering noise.
Does Birch hiss at us as we come in?
No, there's just a skittering noise. Like something falls from the bookcase. It's just Birch.
Rats.
No, it's Birch, see?
Oh, good gods, I thought that thing had died. Or you put it back. It's still here?
Hey, I like him.
Why?
It's a good companion, like the fluffy snake over there.
Jack keeps a wide berth from the fluffy snake. If it skitters toward him, he says, don't even think about it. I will stab you so fast.
It's in a sizable, for Gingham's room, like makeshift crate. The snake is. It's made out of
container.
Yeah, and it's made out of just bits and pieces. Doesn't look like it's a reliable container, but it's a container.
Can we please go to the market?
Right,
I don't want to stay in this room any longer than I have to. No offense.
Go ahead, Gingham. It's your closet.
So you guys go through, and you are meeting in the Grand Bazaar at Stirrup and Barding, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
And I believe I instructed Willem to get there an hour early and to do an insanely elaborate series of knocks, and then to wait for like 30 minutes because it would take that long to answer the door.
Right. And so you're getting there before he knocks, or you're getting there about when he should be done waiting?
About when he should be done waiting.
Excellent.
Jack knows 100% that Willem did these knocks. There's no doubt in his mind at all.
All right, fantastic. So you guys pop out and Stirrup and Barding, and you're answering the door, yes?
Correct.
Yeah, Jack mutters to Crunk and Gingham one last time. Now remember, the snake thing is weird. I know it. You'll know it. He does not seem to know it and does not seem to care. So just don't worry about it, okay? Try not to focus on it.
I like
As
snakes.
you wish, Jack.
Right, I'll open the door.
All right, fantastic. You open the door, and standing at the door is a very tall gentleman, pretty tanned skin, middle-aged, long, dirty blonde hair. He's got some sort of very fancy arcane staff mounted on his back. He's wearing kind of a tunic robe in between, and he's got a pretty nice-looking sword at his hip. And he's got some the startings of some facial hair going on, not like a full-blown wizard's beard, but he does have kind of a burly mustache and goatee going on.
Is that new?
That is new. He did not have that the last time that you saw him, Jack. It's been some time. And notably, as you mentioned, Jack, he does have a very large boa constrictor wrapped around his neck. That's just kind of sitting there peacefully. Jack! Good to see you, old friend.
Yeah.
He'll come through. He's going to go in for a hug.
Jack will stand and receive said hug.
He gives you a hug. The snake twiddles its tongue in your ear.
Jack will flinch away from the snake. He is standing like stiff as a board and mostly just letting Willem crunch him in a hug. Aurora says it's good to see you too. Yeah, I'm sure she does. And these must be your friends. Oh yeah, this is Crunk, the blessed of Desna. Did I get that right, Crunk? It's something like that. You might have heard of him. He's kind of famous.
I have actually, yes.
Yeah, and that's Gingham over there.
Not heard of that one. A puppet? Oh, that's interesting. Good company you keep there. Very diverse, Jack.
I try my best.
So this is the restaurant?
Oh, yeah, wouldn't you know it? It just closed down.
Well, that's perfect then. A good location, nice and secretive, because we do have sensitive things to discuss.
Of course.
You trust your comrades wholeheartedly?
With my life.
Good. Well then, let's head on inside. Very mediocre furniture.
Well,
That's okay.
I think they might have cleared everything out after the closing.
That's fair. I do still keep to a tight exercise regimen, but I've become a bit soft, I will say, over the years.
I can see that. Jack will jokingly, poke at his belly a little.
There's still rock hard abs under there,
Yeah,
but
I'm sure.
I know.
Hey, and what's that on your face?
You see, I've come to learn that my academic peers of the magical sort tend to take you more seriously if you have some fuzz upon your face for some reason. Quite silly. I would call it a stereotype, but I don't feel like bothering with it. Plus, it's nice when I'm visiting Irison.
All right. Well, how about we get into it? You said you had an extremely important thing to tell me.
Yeah, he sets down his weapons and pulls out a chair and kind of sits down comfortably, waves a hand, and he conjures up a little table with some berries and some wine, refreshments since the restaurant closed.
Could you conjure up any fluff, like cotton?
I can't say that I would. Does the puppet eat?
That's their preferred snack.
It's fine.
Wouldn't that be considered cannibalism?
That's what I
No.
said. I like you. We have similar minds.
You as well.
Great.
You've made some accomplishments. I've been snooping about, and your name comes up. Never in a negative sense.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think.
It was a compliment.
Okay.
Well then, Jack, down to business. Now, I have heard your name come up in some unusual channels, and that's not in a good way. You have caused a stir with a very powerful man. Does the
Who's
name
that?
Drewston mean anything to you? It doesn't.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think I have that in my notes anywhere.
Lord Drewston, to be more particular.
No.
He is an ex-Chalaxian noble, and he seems to think that you possess something that he's after, or rather, several somethings. Jack, be honest with me. Have you stumbled upon a handful of powerful magical artifacts?
How much does Jack trust Willem?
An excellent
Um,
question.
He's going to kind of play it cool for a moment longer, or a little bit longer. He kind of wants to find out a little more before he just spills all the beans. Well, Willem, you know me. I was never exactly a legitimate businessman. I've been dabbling in all kinds of things, I like to keep myself busy. I can't say that anything related to this.
However, and his eyes flash like a green color. Jack, are we that far distanced? What are these overwhelming auras that are radiating off of each and every one of you then?
Grunk's gonna lean in with a little side note to Jack. He just used detect magic. He can see many things around you.
Oh, I mean, the business has been profitable, and we've come upon plenty of pretty interesting artifacts.
Is it coin you're after, Jack? Because if it's coin you're after, you may want to consider selling them off immediately.
What's the big deal about these supposed artifacts that I supposedly found?
Let's suppose that they are cards.
Oh, you mean these? Jack will pull out one of his normal Haro decks.
He looks at you incredulously. I still smell and see the aura that is not coming off of those.
All right. Well, let's just say that these auras you are seeing and smelling, which is kind of gross, by the way, do in fact belong to these supposed cards that I supposedly found that this supposed lord supposedly cares about. What would you tell me in this completely hypothetical situation?
Well, I would say that they are very powerful. They all belong to a single deck. I've been doing some digging on it. There's not much on it, but I believe they all belong to something called the Deck of Destiny. Have you gotten that far yet in your research?
I think we've managed to gather that.
Aurora, dear, why don't you serve up everybody some refreshments? And the snake turns into a very beautiful Shoanti woman who kind of rubs along his shoulder and the back of his neck. She still has snake-like eyes, and she smiles at everybody, and she'll bring around some berries and some wine.
Jack will hold his hand to Crunk like steady. Like, this is what I was talking about.
I just feel like we're all not relaxed enough here, and we can speak honestly. We've been through some things together, Jack.
Oh, have you?
Ah, yes.
Sort of.
Everything from mites to ghosts, broken some curses, plundered some loot, helped the little rat folk start a business. Quite the adventures.
Yeah. Okay, fine. We found some cards. Well, I won't even say we found them. They found us, okay? I did not choose to get tangled up in this.
They did find you. You did not steal them.
No. Come on. It's me.
He smiles. Exactly. That's good. If they found you, then that is fine. Then I do now believe that Drewston is the antagonist, not you. That is good.
Okay.
I believed in you all along, but I had to be sure. Because you're in even more danger if you're the antagonist. Because these things are tied, I believe, to the very fates themselves.
The threads. you
No, the
might
actual
say.
fates who
Oh.
spin the threads.
Oh, not like fate, like figure of speech.
No,
Fate,
the actual
entities.
fates. Yes.
Do I know anything about the fates, Chase?
Why don't you go ahead and roll me an arcana or an occultism?
May I roll an occultism, Chase?
Yes, indeed.
I rolled a 3. I don't think I know diddly squat. Total of
I-
22.
I rolled an 18, so I got 36.
36. You've heard of entities called the Fates that apparently weave the threads of destiny, but none of it's like actual academic research. Most of it's myth. People have done some studies on it and adventured towards it, but there's not a lot known about them, if they do even exist.
I never took you for a man who believed in myths and fables, Willem.
Now, I don't believe in deities, or at least I don't believe in what they call themselves. I believe that there are powerful beings that call themselves deities. I don't believe that they are born of a divine nature. This is all very complicated. I won't get into that, but these fates could be such powerful beings. And I don't know if I believe in fate and threads of fate, but I believe in powerful magic that can bind outcomes together. Divination magic, auguries. We have proof of it in our magical theories.
Okay, so what? We have these cards. We've been gathering them. We are tied to the fates or whatever, and some lord dude also wants these cards.
Rooston.
Okay, that he's hardly the first person that we've come across who wanted these cards as well.
So you have been getting pursued.
I mean, kind of. More like we've been pursuing cards and then just have managed to eliminate any obstacles between us and said cards. Would you say that's an accurate description, Crunk? Gingham?
I would say that that's a very to say something without actually saying something, Jack.
He does that sometimes.
All of the time.
Listen, I'll skip to the point then.
Good. Let's do that.
I understand this is all very complicated and you're a bit of a closed book. If you desire assistance, my first and foremost point, you are an old friend, Jack, and I respect that. I learned there's a dangerous man after you. I wanted to warn you. He is powerful. He commands legions of devils. He was high-ranking in the Chiliax nobility for some time. He reclused himself for a reason that nobody seems to understand. He is seeking these cards, and I believe he has some himself, if my contacts are to be believed. So,
Do you have any idea where he might be?
I know that he was looking around here a couple of weeks ago, and apparently he already tried to send some assassins after you. A tiefling-looking man that was not actually a tiefling, large axe. Did you meet him?
Oh, Crunk did.
I smashed him into the ground.
Oh, very good. I figured that you would have dealt with it. No lackey's going to bring you down, Jack, but him, on the other hand, he is dangerous, and he now has a small army seeking you. And when I mean army, I do mean literal army. Legions of mounted knights and all of it. Hell Knights, to be specific.
Why does he want them so bad?
Well, because I imagine that they are a powerful artifact that, if completed into something grand, would probably do something grand. If you can collect the entire deck, who knows how powerful that could be? This could be one of the relics of legend, Jack. Heard of a deck of many things? A fireborn
maybe.
scepter,
I have heard of some of these things, Jack.
ice made from god metal.
These are items that go beyond the realms of possibility.
Indeed.
Interesting.
These cards themselves could almost qualify, and the entire deck of them, who knows what they could do. Either way, you have powerful beings after you. I thought it was worth warning you. And if you do wish to pursue this, first and foremost, I wanted to check in on your safety and give you a warning. Secondly, I would really enjoy to study them, Jack.
Of course, you would.
And I wouldn't do it for free. You could consider me a bodyguard.
Jack glances at Crunk and Gingham.
Jack, this is your friend. If you trust your friend, then my trust in you is implicit.
Gingham?
Of course, it's a 2-for-1. You get Aurora as well.
I don't count Aurora, but
Oh,
That's-
never count out Aurora.
okay.
Yes, we shouldn't do that.
Have you done your thesis, he points at you, Crunk, on familiars or any study on familiars? Because if you do, I believe I could change your world.
I don't. Sword, shield, magic. That's the holy for me.
Sword. No shield for me, but a familiar, but familiars are powerful beings. I could probably teach you a thing or two.
I never say no to learning.
I like him. You should be more like that,
You
Jack.
do?
Okay, this is all very cute and good. Thank you for the information, Willem. Listen, I'm not trying to keep you out of. Well, okay, that's a lie. I am, but it's not because I'm just being, same old Jack or whatever. I'll just lay it on the table. We didn't pick this path. Like I said, these cards came to us. None of us asked for this. We got swept up into some weirdo demiplane. We don't know where it actually
A demiplane?
exists. I think it's some weird ass where these cards become manifested powers that do different strange things. And there's a guy there named Guy who appears and yells at us for not collecting enough cards. And then we go through next portal and we go get that card and we have to kill things usually. And we get the card and we come back. And then slowly the demiplane has been rebuilding itself and getting fancier and fancier.
He pulls out a scroll and starts having a quill that starts writing, floating itself in the air as he's listening very intently.
But we've never brought anyone else there. And I don't know that you can go there.
I probably shouldn't. Well, I could do some research on it.
Well, I think
Perhaps.
the most quick research we could do is to probably bring something with us. A
Okay.
test subject, as it were.
Well, we've brought objects, but
I'm not an object, Jack.
I'm saying that we bring a person. We find a person, explain that they
Did
are
we
going to
bring
be an
Aurora?
experiment.
Absolutely not.
We
Oh.
could tell them they're being an experiment, pay them hazard pay,
I would
and
step
then
through
walk
before
them
Aurora
through.
would step through. But it is against my personal beliefs for living test subjects.
Hey, wait a minute. Gingham, where did you get Birch? Like, really, where did you find Birch? You don't remember?
That hesitation is worrying me, Jack.
I just found Birch.
But where? In Harrow Court or out of Harrow Court?
Willem's going to get really close to you, Gingham, and crouch down. Who's in there?
Gino?
I don't think so.
Oh, God. Willem, that's a whole other thing.
What do you mean you
Um,
don't think so?
I'm going to research that as well.
Gingham's
You know,
gonna
Please do.
Gingham's gonna poke Willem's nose. Who's in there?
Adorable.
Birch wasn't in Harrow Court, no.
And then you brought Birch to Harrow Court, and now Birch
Hey.
is still alive.
Aye, Birch snacks on things in my room.
Birch is a raccoon, Willem, just so to fill you in
Ah.
on that.
Cute.
I don't mean to interrupt this scintillating conversation, but I did think that, Gingham, don't you have a way to cast augury?
Aye, I do.
Why don't you simply ask the gods if it is safe for Willem and Aurora?
Augury's
to
not the
join
gods.
us? Well,
No,
are you-
augury is just magic.
He's right.
well, we don't have to quibble over theology now, I don't think.
Oh, you're correct. I was just stating.
Uncomfortable silence. Go ahead, Gingham. Why don't you cast augury? We'll see what We can learn from that. Good idea, Crunk.
Thank you.
You know that Augury has a chance to lie to you, right?
Hi, it's fun, isn't it?
I mean, let's see it, but I don't know if I'm going to trust my life on an Augury.
All right, Gingham will cast Augury.
Excellent. That is going to be wheel.
Ah,
It'd be good.
Which is good.
It
Mhm.
says
Okay.
wheel.
Okay. That's to bring Willem into Harrow Court. Is that what you were?
Yeah. What was the phrasing on your question, young Gingham?
Will it hurt Willem to go to Harrow Court?
And it said good? I don't think you can
Aye.
phrase your questions this way.
It doesn't matter how they phrase the question. That is slightly reassuring. I'm going to do my own research. Perhaps all of you go about your business as you need. I'm going to put the offer on the table. I'll let you think on it.
Okay.
All I want from this interaction, I wish to study the cards. I wish to help you, Jack, just like good old times 6. We can be good old pals again. Dungeon delving and artifact seeking and getting paid and getting knowledge. Both of us
Oh.
getting what we need. It's great.
That sounds fun.
I haven't had an adventuring party in quite some time. I had a cohort over at the Magambia for some time. I outpaced them quickly. It was boring.
I attended the Magampia many years ago.
Quite dull, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
But you must have quite the aptitude to even get acceptance. Anyhow,
Yeah, Crunk's pretty good at almost everything he tries to
Jack.
do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Willem, if you're so eager to do research, first here, I figured this will at least help get you along. Just a look, mind you. And Jack will flick out a card between his fingers, and it is the first one he got, which was the Rabbit Prince, and show
Excellent.
it to Willem.
He pulls out some glasses and puts them on, and he gets real close and looks at it. May I touch it?
I think it
Hold
might
on. He
sting or
pulls out some
something.
gloves, and he puts some gloves on, and he takes it, and he looks at it very close. This is powerful, Jack.
Oh, now, hey, watch this. Try and put it in your pocket.
He'll try to put it in a little side pouch he's wearing.
And Jack flicks it as if he's pulling it out of his bandolier again.
So it's tethered to you. Is it invested?
Yeah.
Interesting. See, I could probably be an asset to you here, Jack. So let's clear everything up on the table. I wish to help you, and in return, I get paid in research. You can think on that. But whether or not you turn me down, watch your back. And given what little I have studied on this matter and seeing of how this came about to you, don't try to toss this away. Not just for sake of an artifact and all of the potential it holds, but I believe this tethered to you. If you try to reject it, it could be dangerous. Best to follow through on this one.
Well, so far I haven't really seen an exit strategy come up anyway, so.
I wouldn't know. Perhaps we can catch up at some point and you can fill me in on all the finer details and I can see what I can do to help. Though it seems you do already have a very capable spellcaster in your party, so to speak.
2, sort of. Gingham does weird stuff.
Yeah, Augury's not that impressive, but perhaps they do more.
Gingham slumps over.
I have one last thing to add to your list of research topics if you're so eager for
Sure.
mystery. Look at my eyes.
I see.
This
That's
is a
not
recent
a disguise?
No, this is a recent development. One of they're called epitomes in the Harrow Court. They can remove curses. It can remove a curse, I guess. I honestly didn't really feel anything, so I didn't know if it worked or not, but I did go there trying to get rid of the call. And ta-da!
So you don't believe you're a changeling anymore?
I don't know. I can't see in the dark like I always have.
That is incredibly powerful, Jack. Hags can be bested, don't get me wrong, but the way that they reproduce and the way that they spread their children, the call as a whole is a powerful, sticky ritual, not something that's easily dealt with. I have heard of the call being overcome and changelings abandoning their heritage successfully, but those cases are rare, and it sounds as if this was not full of much effort.
That is kind of what I'm worried about. Also, there's the whole matter of the blood oath that I swore, so I don't really know how
You
that's
swore
gonna
a
work
blood
out.
oath?
I didn't have a choice.
You may have well signed with a contract, devil.
Well, yelling at me about it now isn't going to change anything.
Sorry, but you need to drive into... That's an idiotic decision. Don't do that again, Jack.
It's not at the top of my list. I did it to save Crunk.
Well, good. Well, now, knowledge from your old friend Willem, infernal contracts and blood oaths should be at the top of your list of things not to do.
Well, maybe that's a mystery you can help us unpack.
I probably could. Congratulations on your salvation, Crunk. I'm glad you didn't perish. But that was a very reckless move.
No one's ever said that to me before.
Yes, I will think long and hard over my wrongdoings and missteps.
You should. That is how we learn, Jack.
Any other questions, guys, for my wonderful, knowledgeable friend, Willem?
Yes. How long were you friends with Jack? And at what point do you feel your relationship disintegrated?
I don't think our relationship has disintegrated.
But you're not together anymore, so...
That's because Jack is not an academic.
So Jack wasn't smart enough for you.
I wouldn't say that. I can have friends that are simpletons and the like, but just we had different interests.
I understand. Of course, I understand.
Why don't you guys get acquainted? I'm just gonna not be here anymore. Jack walks out.
Where are you going? Are you going back through the portal?
He's just walking out into the market to give them some time, mostly because he does not really want to be here for this weird conversation.
All right. So Crunk and Willem have a chat. Jack's heading out to the market. Where are you going, Gingham?
Gingham would go with Jack if Jack could let him. Or Gingham would just start following Jack out. Like, oh, I'm not involved in this conversation either.
Excellent. All right. So Jack and Gingham take a stroll. Crunk has a conversation. That's putting us into the final chapter of this first book of this campaign. So we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up there for today.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like what we do and you want to see more, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. Or if podcasts are more your thing, find the audio version of this show on the Level 1 Geek podcast on your favorite listening platform. If you'd like to show your support, you can find links to our website, Discord, and Patreon in the description below. Now go take a long rest, drink plenty of water, and we'll catch you next time.